This guy's like,
Gen Z
you own it.
What do I give that makes you think I'm a timeout?
Like I used to sing all the time, all my free time in school.
Hey, this is the Kenyan Life Podcast. Welcome back to the Kenyan Life Podcast. My name is Justin Mureti, and today we are graced by the presence of a man with a full-on beard. Ushaiona watu kuna full-on beard, uko like, sisi watu wa 2-1-2-1-2 here. We can't say much, but anyways, niaje my boy.
Niko fiti man, how are you Justin?
I'm well. This is, what's your name?
My name is Tim Mwangi.
Yeah, walai.
I am a filmmaker, a friend first of all.
Yes, very important.
Think nimejuana na Justin tangu first year.
Yeah, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how we met.
Like, you know what's crazy is, if I'm thinking about our friendship, neza fikiria when mse tumejuana naye tangu tene. But like it's only been like what, 4 years.
4 years, pretty much, yeah. Hey, see, good friends.
Bana.
Tuna feel ni kama we've known each other our whole lives. Aturingi.
Yes, sir.
Sindio? Timo, you said you do film. Sindio?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So I'm a filmmaker. How I started film is I was an actor on stage.
Yeah.
In primary school.
Uh-huh.
Then I proceeded to be an actor on stage still in high school, not just any high school. The only high school.
I forgot. Let me interrupt.
Manze, lazima tuiseme
Let me
7 times in one day.
Disclaimer. This man was in Alliance High School. So he will keep saying the way he was in Alliance High School. When I was in Alliance. You know when I was in Alliance. You know Alliance.
No, nimesema I'm trying to be modest nowadays. So maybe mara 5
unatulia.
Kidogo tu.
I love that.
Anyway, I proceeded to act in high school. And then from high school, we had this director who was a TV producer at the time. So he really introduced to film actually, like being off stage and actually writing and directing in. Yeah, and then now I came to school and studied film, finished my degree. Tunangoja graduation.
Vibaya tena sana.
Yeah, that's I think that's
pretty much it.
That's pretty much it about me.
Me, the way I know Timo is like the coolest G I know. He's been a friend for so long, which is 4 years. Tumeenda Limuru, tumeenda tumeenda wapi. Like we've always done things pretty much a lot. The only thing I have not done is I've not featured in his films. Ni kama either I'm a bad actor ama anitakangi huko ama
unajua Justin, acha nikwambie. Mimi ni mtu very generous. Unaonanga rate card yako siwezi afford.
Unapenda kunichocha. Ati rate card. Unasema mimi ni superstar.
Wewe ni superstar Justin, sio
ni God. Ni kujaribu what we are aspiring to. But Timo, we've done film before. We've talked about film over the years. Tukiwa mabeshte, tumenini. But June is Men's Mental Health Month. Sindio?
Yeah.
And can we collaborate on how film industry is portraying men these days? Like, can we think about it? Is it going to the direction of helping with men's mental health?
Okay.
Is it going against it? And what should like people in film go for when it comes to talking about men's mental health?
So firstly, I think film is an art form in itself, and art is normally a reflection of life, a reflection of society.
Pretty much, yes.
And society in general has started to accept that men's mental health is actually a very, very important topic. So you'll find that there are a lot of films that will include the things that men face, just as equally as the things that women face. And I think that's a great step that the film industry is taking.
I like it. Sasa tumefunga mlango ya film hivyo. Imeisha hapo. But let's talk about Men's Mental Health Month. It's here. Inaenda kuisha pretty much. Sindio? And I was just thinking, to you, what does a man mean? Being a man?
Being a man means being a leader. Traditionally, I've been I took a class on cultural communication in India. We've been learning about how roles have been traditionally and how they are changing nowadays. But traditionally, being a man, men have been groomed to be leaders, especially in the household, in the community, etc. Not to mean that women can't take up leadership roles or anything, but that's what being a man means to me. Being a leader, being in control, being
that. Fair enough, because I think Mimi, being a man basically means sacrifice. It means commitment.
Kweli.
It means protection, providing. Like there's so many things, and like ukikosa hata kuprovide in a certain way, it doesn't have to be financially. But you know, as a man unafaa kuwa, it's known that for the sake of like unafaa kuwa na do for your safety, you know?
Yeah.
And sasa me have been thinking, what do we do to release our pressure?
Oh, yeah.
Are we doing it the healthy way? Ama tuko huko tu tunajinice?
You know what I think? I think maybe we're putting a lot of pressure on men to fit a certain image.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be it. I think the presupposition that a man is supposed to do this, a man is supposed to do that. I think as a human being, do what you can.
True.
Basically, just do what you can. Then do it to the best of your ability. And the rest, I don't think anyone should pressure you into doing more than what you can.
I agree. And you know, there's this famous word that inakuanga, not famous word, famous saying, be a man. Tumeambiwa kutoka tukue watoi. Ukianguka kidogo, machozi itoke hivi kidogo, be a man. Ukifanya hivi, be a man.
Yeah.
You know? So I think when it comes to being a man, especially in this generation, we need to understand that, see, our fathers wamekuwa strong-willed.
Yeah.
I would say you can't even see them cry. You know, me, I've never seen my dad cry.
I've never seen my dad cry.
Which is crazy.
I've never seen my dad cry, wallahi.
We forget these people are humans. How don't you have tears?
Just niwe mara mwisho ulilia ilikuwa lini?
Hey manze, I think ni juzi.
Na alikulilisha.
Imagine,
No,
honestly, but to be honest, I think kulia,
it's not a reflection of masculinity or anything. Or
it's been known as not a reflection of masculinity. But I would say, if you're man enough to cry, you're actually a very strong man. You know? Because most men don't cry. They just wing it. And I would say 100%, that is not the way to go. I know you'd say, if you express it to your lady or express it to your mom, or sijui hata use against you, then find someone to express it to. Timo, the other day you came to me. Nisifungue roho. You came to me and you were like, Justin, I'm thinking of doing this or doing that.
Okay.
And then you expressed yourself. Ama like kuna venye na feel when I'm doing my content or when I'm shooting my content. Sindio?
Yeah.
And we talked about it. Na ikasonga. Na ikaishi hapo. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, wanaume wanafaa ku, hata kama it's your fellow man or your friend. Like, mi nikiwa na shida, I'll talk to Timo.
Don't hold it in.
I'll just call Timo and I'm like, Timo, niaje. Manze, there's this thing going on. Leo nimechapwa. Nimechapwa na nini? Kama ni bibi, nimechapwa. Kama ni nimechapwa na neighbor, nimechapwa. You know?
Yeah.
It's just good to express it because I think at the end of the day, a problem shared is a problem
half solved.
Pretty much. So I think for me, manze, I don't think I can ever hold it in.
Yeah, and that's one thing that a lot of men in the society should learn to do. Creating safe spaces within themselves or in other alternative forms. Now, not a lot of times you'd see that men are taking up negative ways to release that pent up energy because number one, they don't talk. So utapata a person is going heavily into alcohol because they're feeling wanasikia weighed down by a lot and they're feeling maybe because alcohol inakufanyanga ufeel that high that you get from alcohol or any other substances makes you forget, makes you feel lighter, etc. A lot of men get lost into that.
That's true. It's like a false reality.
Yes. But there are so many ways that you can, there's so many positive ways that you can look into to sort of get a release of all that pent up negative energy. You know?
Yeah.
You can talk to your fellow friends. You can hit the gym, number one, because a lot of the time you'll find that you're getting a release out of working your body out. It gives you a clear mind, etc, and so many other ways.
I agree. And the one option that people rarely talk about is therapy. Timoshaenda therapy.
Mshaenda therapy.
Walai. Same manze. Na si ati tuko na shida. Usikose, you think that because we went to therapy it's a bad thing. It's just another place to talk about it. And we talk about a lot of be a man, mwanaume ni kuwa strong, mwanaume. The other thing about being strong is talking about it. It takes a lot of strength to say I'm having problems. Unajua Mandem heri aende aroba bank before aseme ako na shida.
Kuna shida mingi. Na ni mimi nijiletea.
I have a lot of problems. Nataka muniombe.
Alikuwa anafuta hiyo.
I have a lot of problems. Na zote ni za kujitakia. So I think hadi mimi therapy, what did therapy do to you before I start talking about me? What did therapy, did it help you ama ulikuwa tu ulienda vibes?
Number one, I think I learned a lot about myself. So there's a way that you think about yourself and there's a way that you actually are. So me, I thought I was someone who would you see that talking to friends that I talk about myself, I mean about the thing I'm going to kidogo, apparently it's not enough. Because I'll just mention something lightly and I'll be like, okay, maybe I have communicated all that I need to, but it's apparently what I have been doing isn't enough.
Yeah, enough. Yo hadi nimenyamaza cause nimeanza ku feel the same. Relate. For some weird reason, I think we suck at communication.
Yes.
And let me tell you, if there's one thing I know. Like guys, you know the way we communicate, especially when we have problems.
Yeah.
Ama you're talking to your lady, ama you're talking to your wife, ama you're talking to a friend. Ati, let me deal with it. Then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But it's never, I'm going through this and this is because of this and that is because of that. As in, atunanga explanation ya what we are dealing with.
Yeah.
We just want to deal with it to malizane and I'll be 100% after I'm done.
And that's me.
Walai. Timo, I don't think that's you. Unless nimekuona different.
I think nimekuongelesha saa zile imekakuwa too much. But a lot of the times
nita wing it.
Nita find a way to fix it and then itapita.
But unajua tuko na interdependence ingine. It's not dependence. Tuko na independence ingine crazy because if you look at it, let's say for example you're going through the pits, manzi. You're just like, I'll figure it out. Like you don't need help. I'll figure it out. But you kitu kukula.
Yeah.
It takes a lot, si ndio?
Yeah.
Ama unaonaje?
The thing about that is I feel like sometimes there are things that I can be able to handle myself, but I'll beat myself down to maybe feel that I'm not able to. So a lot of times what I will do is take a step back and look at the situation that I'm going through objectively. Ini kitu naweza handle? Yes. If yes, persevere and go through it. If it's not, then reach out. That's
how you do it.
Yeah.
That's dope. Maybe I think what I usually do is, first of all, I'll think about it. Then I say, is it something to share? Is it a problem I have caused?
Yeah.
Or is it a problem that has cost me? You know, like imenipata ama nimeipata. But it's especially if I can find a solution, like even if I'll take a week to find it, I won't talk about it until I find the solution.
Yeah.
And I get sometimes it's being a man, it's helpful. You create a lot of strategies and everything. But ikikushinda, give in.
There's something that happened, the death of that teacher that happened, and I saw on social media people were talking about how it's really sad that it has happened on Men's Mental Health Month.
Yeah.
This guy is a dad to an that's the teacher was his only son. So him going through all that is,
and it's very sad
really
because this happened earlier in the month. Yeah. So, and the other thing, Timo, before we even wind up on this, do you usually give yourself grace? Asi mtu nasema grace ya kumake mistakes. Useme make mistake, I understand, I've learned from it, I won't beat myself over it.
I don't, unfortunately.
Really?
I don't think I do. I think maybe I have taught myself to be the best at something, or to do something to the best that I can, such that I find that most of the times I can't let myself have such a larger margin of error. So sometimes I beat myself up a lot. I actually beat myself up a lot because of things.
The standards you have for yourself.
Yeah.
And I get that because I feel the same. Although squeezy nilifunzwa, I really need to give myself grace. Juu utakuta some things are not in your control.
How does giving yourself grace look like?
It looks like you've made a mistake. It depends on the type of mistake, because when you get to a certain age, mistakes are very costly. It can cost you 3 years.
Yeah.
It depends on the mistake. Let's say, for example, you forgot your jacket somewhere and it's your favorite jacket. Uko hapo umefikiria wiki mbili imeenda wapi? Imeenda.
Pole, ni jacket yako nimekumbuka
unajua umenistua, nashanga ni nini tunaangalia. Jacket yangu ulipoteza na nimeshinda. Kwanza let me say it. I left my jacket in Timo's car and I liked that jacket. Nilikuwa nimeivaa once. Na ikaenda hivyo.
Hiyo jacket kuna mtu anaivaa siku hiyo.
Kuna mtu mwingine anang'ara nayo vibaya tena sana. But grace to me is just that. Like, you can make mistakes, you can forget things, you can do this, but it depends on the type of mistake. Usiende ufanye vituko huku nje. Then useme I give myself grace. Utati. That's pretty much it, man.
Yeah.
Men's mental health month.
Very important.
Aki, please, if you know, like if you have a man in your life, and it's not a man like your boyfriend, a man your dad, your uncle, your cousins, send them this, and then they let us know in the comment section. Timo will even be there. This time we'll even get access to see the comments and reply to them. Timo is not a psychologist, just a friend of mine who we like to talk about, men things here. So, like, let us know. What are you going through? What would you like to do? What is, like, do you relate to what we said?
Yeah.
Pretty much that. Sindio, Timo?
Yeah, kweli.
Na wewe uko na projects unatokea soon as a film director, by the way?
Yes. So this year I've done 2 short films.
Yeah.
My own that I produced and directed is called Found Me. Then we're still looking for some time to premiere it to the public, but there's one that premiered recently. The second one is called Spontaneous Combustion, premiered on 28th at Waka Waka.
Hey.
So yuko Karen. Yo maeneo uko familia nayo.
Unaona nakaa mtu ushago.
Kijana aloilo. Kijana akiamu. But yeah, I think as of now I'm doing a lot of freelance projects.
Yeah.
To as well make a bit of money and build kidogo.
Tunangoja movie ya Men's Mental Health, by the way.
Kweli.
Zindio? Plug yourself socials.
Naweza ita hiyo movie Men Can Cry. Is there?
I don't think.
Do Men Cry?
Do Men Cry?
Think about it. Think about it.
Plug your socials, where they can find you, any of those things. You don't have any?
I think I would just Tim Mwangi.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That sums it up. CC Kenyan Life Podcast on Instagram, YouTube. Actually, it's the Kenyan Life Podcast. Usisahau the. Unajua kuna Kenyan Life na kuna the Kenyan Life.
Na kulihonga na Kenyan Teen Life. Kenyan Teen Life.
If you haven't watched the first episode, I've explained why it was Teen Life back then. But all in all, thank you so much, team, for coming through.
You're welcome, man.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please do share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Kama kawaida. Be good. Be safe. Bye-bye.